Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and a new event in NHL 21 has come out, and it's Hut NHL Moments. Essentially, this event's going to have 8 master set players, as you can see on the screen right here. 7 of them are 94 overall. 1 of them is 96 overall, which is the Connor McDavid. They make it look like there's objectives, just like the style icons, that will allow you to get one of these 94s. That's not the case, but this video is going to give an in-depth review about all of the sets you can do and kind of how this event's going to work. So a pretty in-depth overview. Let's get into it. So something right off the bat that's a little bit unique to this event in particular is there is objectives that you can do for the event objectives, just kind of like the style icons, except it's just going to give you coins. We'll go over those objectives very quickly here. As you can see down to NHL Moments, earn 12 stars in challenges, score 41 goals in Rivals/Hut Champions, win 3 games in Rivals/Hut Champions, win 1 shutout game in Rivals/Hut Champions. This is going to be a hard one, because there's not a lot of people that get shut out in Rivals or Hut Champions, especially at higher levels. Then take 200 shots on goal in Squad Battles, Rivals, and Hut Champions. Score 176 goals in each 3 of those disciplines as well. Play 10 Squad Battle games. Play 10 Hut Rush games. And it gets you an NHL Moments event collectible for each one of these. If you complete all the moments, you get 2,000 coins. So that's something that's a little bit unique. They incorporated objectives again. They're not as good as the style icons, obviously, because you don't get a free 94 overall. Something else I wanted to point out about this event before we actually go into the sets is you do see the NHL Moments master items. I said they're 94s and then 96 to McDavid. It looks like there is some other ways to acquire some good players by just doing the NHL Moments collectibles. I believe the Duncan Keith and Mateau are options, so we'll definitely give true reviews of those cards. And it looks like they're going to be releasing cards throughout the week like they did with the style icons. This one is the Alec Martinez, and then you see Andrei Svechnikov. They're both released 2 cards for this week. And when these cards come out from now on, I'm going to do true reviews of them, and I'm going to put the 2 cards that come out together, give an in-depth review, rate them 1 through 5 chewies. That way you guys kind of know whether or not these cards are good or not. I should have been doing it with the style icon cards, but I was really waiting for them to release 12 cards like at a time like they've been doing for events, and they never did it. They just did them like onesie, twosie, maybe 2 or 3 at a time. If that's the way they're going to do it the rest of the year, definitely give in-depth true reviews every single day of the 2 cards that come out. Very easy, and obviously it'll help you guys out. So we're obviously in the Ultimate Team sets here, and as you can see, the NHL Moments set is out. And let's do an overview of the NHL Moments. As always, it has the 50 gold players to get you a gold icon collectible that they always have on all these tiles. Then the next one is going to be to get a 94 overall NHL Moments Master Item Choice Pack, so you can pick one of those 7 cards that were 94 overall master set players for 16 gold collectibles. You can pop in here just to show you. It's just gold collectibles, 16 of them. That's an untradeable card. For the tradable version of one of these cards, you have to put in 20 gold collectibles. As you can see, it expires in less than 15 days. So 14 days and 22 hours. There's no expiration for this 94 overall NHL Moments Master Item Choice set, so I don't know if it's going to stay around like the style icons or not. With no expiration, I'm going to assume that it is, but maybe not. Then here you can trade in gold players for a random required item in the NHL Moments Elite Master Set items, which we'll get to here in a second. I believe those are the ones that deal with Connor McDavid, so you can trade in 4 gold players, any gold player, and I think you'll be able to get one of the cards or one of the items that you need for Connor McDavid. It looks like you can do this over and over and over again. We're going to go over in depth about that Connor McDavid and how many gold collectibles and whether or not he's worth it and all that stuff here in a second. But this is the collection to be able to put in 4 gold players to get one of those needed items for Connor McDavid. Then here's a limited time NHL Moments collectible sets. Pop in here, there's actually like 3 or 4 more sets. As you can see, it's 4 more sets. So if you do the NHL Moments Red Hot Pack, the untradeable cards, you can trade in your 8 NHL Moment collectibles that you either get from the objectives or from doing challenges and put them in here, and it will give you 2 packs that are untradeable. I don't know if that's worth it or not. Looking in here, you get that 90s choice pack I talk about, 8 NHL Moments collectibles, plus 3 gold icons. That's why we're going to go over the Duncan Keith and Mateau, and we'll see if either one of them are worth picking up for 3 gold collectibles. They might be, they might not be. Definitely going to have to do true reviews for those to let you guys know. Then moving on, you get a 94 overall NHL choice pack from those 7 cards that we went over that were earlier on in the tiles. This is for the 8 NHL Moment collectibles. And then you have to trade in another 10 gold collectibles. Do I think that these cards are worth 10 gold collectibles? It's debatable. Gold collectibles, if you're just buying them on the market, about 70K to 80K. If you make them with gold players, you can make them for about 47,000 coins safely. If you're making for 47,000 coins times 10, it's 470,000 coins. Do I think a 94 overall player's worth one of that? Yeah, I do. We'll see what their synergies are. Obviously, we're going to give true reviews of all 7 of the cards. That'll be a video that comes out this weekend. And I'll let you know which one of them are actually worth the 10 gold collectibles through those Chewy reviews, because we'll rate them 1 through 5 Chewies. Then for the last set in here, when you get the 96 overall Connor McDavid, you can trade in your 8 NHL Moment Icons collectibles, as well as 5 more gold collectibles to get 1 more point overall on the Connor McDavid. Once again, when I'm going over Connor McDavid, we'll talk about whether this 97 is worth the upgrade or not. I'm not even sure if the Connor McDavid is worth getting based on synergies and stuff. We have to take a look at the card. We'll go over the Connor McDavid last because it's a whole series like the fantasy hockey cards. I want to get through the other 795s and kind of what it'd take to get them. I think they're all a little bit unique if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's going to take a couple players from their current team and then 3 gold collectibles, as you've seen with this Cam Fowler here. You have to get his 94, and then you have to get Adam Henrique and Jakob Silverberg, as well as 3 gold icon collectibles. Not really sure if a +1 overall bump is ever worth 3 gold collectibles, especially depending on what the card looks like. These sets are going to be the same. The players you have to put in the sets are a little bit different for the 794 to 95 overalls. In my personal opinion, we're going to do in-depth true reviews of the 94s, and then I'll kind of let you know if it's any of the guys are worth getting that 1 bump to the 95. You'll probably add a team synergy point in there, I believe. We'll talk about that more in their true reviews. We'll jump in here real quick for the Teppo Numminen. And as you can see, it's 2 different guys that are 79 overalls plus 3 gold collectibles. Overall, I think these cards will be pretty good. Look out for that true review. Then these last 2 sets for Connor McDavid here are just if you have his 88 overall Dynamic Duo Volume 2 card, you can trade it in to get the Erie Otters card, as well as the 87, you can trade into the Erie Otters card. Now it's time to go over this Connor McDavid NHL Moments career timeline. It's very similar to fantasy hockey cards that are Besser, Stone, Makar, and Couturier. Let's go and check out this Connor McDavid. So first off, it looks like you're going to start with an 87 overall, so you can either get that 87 from what I showed you before, or you're going to need the Erie Otters bronze logo, as well as 3 gold collectibles. Then the second card, you're going to need the 87 Connor McDavid that is trade-in. As you can see, his team synergy is heart and soul. I'll give an in-depth true review of the Connor McDavid's 96 overall card, and obviously we'll let you know, but heart and soul is not looking good for these cards. That is the worst team synergy, and that's just something to point out. I'm not sure McDavid's worth it based off of that alone, but we'll see. We're going to have a talk in a different video about how good or not the card is. We're just going over the sets right now so you kind of know what you need and how to go about it. So you're going to take the 87 overall Connor McDavid, then you're going to take his junior jerseys because he played for the Erie Otters, and 2 more gold collectibles. Now these Erie Otter jerseys, you can either buy them on the auction house, or that set that was 4 gold players, there's a chance to get one of these 2 jerseys. That's what they meant by master set items that you would need. It could either be stuff for Connor McDavid, or it could be something for those 7 guys that are 94 overalls that can turn into 95 overalls. You're hoping for Connor McDavid stuff because I'm sure this stuff is going to be pricey on the market. This is whenever he won the Juniors gold medal. You see his 2 Canadian hockey cards, 88 overall, then 3 gold collectibles. Looking at the next card is going to be 89 overall. It's actually a Canada version of his card. Looks like it adds Thief as well as the heart and soul. And then you're going to have 2 Edmonton Oilers jerseys and 2 gold collectibles. Next, you have his first NHL game, which is going to be the 90 overall Connor McDavid, a Blues jersey because that's who he played in his first game, and then the Edmonton Oilers. The 2 logos plus 1 more gold collectible. His first NHL goal, it's going to be Connor McDavid, and then he pretty much just took Sekera to school in 1 gold icon collectible, but that's why Andre Sekera is there, is because he pretty much turned him inside out to score the goal. Next, he's a highlight goal in 2016 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's going to be Connor McDavid, 92 overall, then Jonas Korpisalo, as well as 2 gold collectibles. I'm not sure if Korpisalo was in net then or if it was Bobrovsky at the time. It might have been Korpisalo. Either way, that's the card that you have to get. In 2017, Connor McDavid had a hat trick in the playoffs against Anaheim Ducks. The goaltender was John Gibson. Sami Vatanen was their best defenseman at the time, even though I purely think that it was probably more Cam Fowler was their best defenseman, but they have Sami Vatanen in here to get, even though he doesn't play in the Ducks anymore, and then 2 more gold collectibles. They get up to the 96 overall Connor McDavid Edmonton Oilers master set item here. You have to trade a 94 overall Connor McDavid, Frederik Andersen, and Morgan Riley because of his highlight reel goal against Toronto on January 6, 2020, and 5 gold collectibles. So this is a big hefty jump there from 94 to 96. If you want to get the 97 overall Connor McDavid, it was already mentioned in the other little side collectibles. You're going to have to take the 96 overall, trade in your 8 NHL Moments collectibles, and then you're going to have to trade in 5 more gold collectibles. Do I think it's worth it? I'm not sure yet. I'll let you guys know. Do I think it's worth it? No, I don't ever think it's worth getting one more attribute point in all of your attributes for like 3+ gold collectibles. I don't think it's ever worth that, especially for an untradeable card. You're stuck with that card for a while, although 97 overall Connor McDavid is definitely an endgame card, even if he has bad synergies, and it's looking like he's going to have 2 heart and soul. I'm not a huge fan of that, so I personally do not think it's worth it. That's just my opinion, but you guys are going to have to make your own choice. That's going to wrap up this big Connor McDavid set. That's the Hut NHL Moments. I really actually don't mind this event. I don't think it's as good as the Style Icons event, but it will be very interesting if these 94s are still available, even when the time expires past 2 weeks, because I think some of these cards will be very good. Obviously, we're going to give them their true reviews and their due diligence on whether or not they're good cards or not. But some of them look interesting. Like, I'm a huge fan of Bobby Ryan, and he's one of the cards, so that's kind of cool. And there's Cam Fowler as well. There's not too many left-handed defensemen, so that's another guy I'm going to look forward to. Obviously, look out for the true reviews. It'll be out probably tomorrow morning, Saturday. If not, later tonight. We'll kind of see what it all takes with the editing. But look out for that true review video. It's definitely going to be in-depth about these 94s, as well as we'll talk about the 96 Connor McDavid. I hope this video helped you guys out with an overview for this Hut NHL Moments. Pretty unique event. I hope the overview of the Hut NHL Moments event helped you guys out kind of to determine what to do. There's also challenges that'll also help you earn NHL Moments collectibles that you guys can do that's tied to this. Earn some coins, as well as normally some monthly collectibles. I didn't really get into them because it seems like the objectives are just something that you can do by playing the game. Look out for the true reviews of these 94s as well as the 96 Connor McDavid. It will either be out this evening or it will be out tomorrow morning. Either way, that review is going to be huge to talk about which guys to pick up, which guys not to pick up, because I do think some of these guys are going to be studs. Some of them are definitely going to be duds. As always, guys, I appreciate all support. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with any of your friends that play NHL 21. That way we can help them work through this Hut NHL Moments event for any information that they have. Also, don't forget, I'm going to be doing true reviews of all of those singular double cards. Maybe 3 of them come out in a day. I'm going to be doing true reviews of those 2 on a pretty much daily basis because it seems like they're dropping 1 or 2 cards based on the events now. So look out for those NHL moment cards that I talked about. Just wanted to mention that before we get off of this video. Look for the Alec Martinez and look for the Andrei Svechnikov true review videos. Svechnikov and Martinez will be in the same video, obviously. We'll talk about their moment, whether or not it was unique. Maybe I can find a YouTube clip, a short clip or whatever, and put it in there to show what their moment actually was, if I can find it on YouTube and it's not copywritten or anything like that. Now that we got all that out of the way, you guys have a great day and be safe.